love that.
Like this shows exactly how wearable colour can be.
Hi, I'm Faisa.
And I'm Shania, and today we're going to be using the Beauty Bay Berries palette to create a nice graphic eyeshadow look. We're going to go in with the 42 pan Berries palette. We're going to focus on shades that are really going to enhance your natural skin tone. Taking a detailed brush and the shade Mittens, I'm going to map out the shape that we want. So I want to go for almost like an editorial shape because you've got a gorgeous curvature to your eye. So we're just going to enhance that and really work with it.
I love this colour.
So at the moment, I'm just using this brush to map out where we want that shadow to go. So what I'm going to do now is pack some of that pigment on. So I'm now going to stay within the lines that I've created. And I almost want to do a spotlight eye within this shape. So we're going to go darker on the outer corner and on the inner corner. So what sort of like eye looks do you tend to create on yourself?
I tend to go for very basic eye looks. I like the look of things that are a bit more out there, but I don't know why, I'm scared to do it.
Well, hopefully today when I'm showing you this, you'll be able to start creating some more bold looks on yourself.
This palette looks incredible, so I'm excited.
So with a shape like this, I'd always suggest if you are nervous with creating these looks to go in with a smaller brush because it's going to allow you to have a lot more control over where you're placing that pigment, and you can always soften it and blend it afterwards. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with the shade Loyalty now, and it's just slightly darker, but it's still within the same family of tones. I'm going to pack this on just so that we can have a bit of added definition around the edges of this shape. And if you are someone that is like nervous to work with colour, one of my big tips is to work with small amounts. I like to go and pick up a little bit of shadow at a time, and then I can really just pack that where I want it without overwhelming myself with how much product I'm working with.
That's a really good tip actually, because I tend to just go in heavy-handed and just pack it on.
And then
I'm
you'll
no.
like often find that you can't blend it
Yeah.
out as well. So if you keep with like little amounts, you can really control where it's going. So I'm going to go in now with a fluffy packing brush and the shade Icing, and this is going to allow us to start creating that lighter blend. So to begin with, I'm just going to pack it on where we want it, and then I can blend afterwards. Just placing this towards the edges of that darker shade, and then I can blend it as I go. So we're just gonna slowly bring that into our darker colour. So to begin with, I'm not worried about how the colours are blending in with each other because you can always dip back in and do exactly what I said, which is like work with small amounts of product. I just want to pack them on so that you can see where you're working with, and then you can build that pigment up. And the beautiful thing about this palette is that the colours actually blend in really nicely with each other, so you don't have to do too much pressure. So now that I've packed on the lighter colour Icing, I'm going to go back in with that shade Loyalty, and this is just going to allow me with a fluffy brush to start bringing that blend together. And it's going to create like a nice cohesive blend rather than just feeling like the colours are in a row.
Do you have any tips when it comes to blending? Because I feel like I'm not always the best at that.
There's like 3 easy things that I will always suggest to people. One of them is like the motion that you're actually using. So you've either got windshield wiper motions, which is like the backwards and forwards, and that's almost dragging the 2 colours into each other from both directions. The other motion is like circular motions, so as you can feel, I'm literally doing little spirals. Now, I would normally use this if I'm blending upwards or outwards, but because we're keeping it in quite a concentrated area, I'm going to use those backwards and forwards just so that I can be a bit more controlled. I'm now going to go in with like a lighter shade so we can really make the centre of your eye pop. So I'm actually going to go in with the shade Manicure, and this is a really nice bright pink. I'm going to use this on a fluffy brush to pack in that inner section, and this is just going to allow me to diffuse as I pack it on, just to make the blending a lot easier. So we're focusing this right on the centre, and then taking a fluffy packing brush, so it's still going to allow me to diffuse that product as I place it down, but I'm just going to have a little bit more control as we get towards the top of this shape. I'm using those windshield wiper motions again, just to diffuse these colours together. Just to intensify the shape a little bit more and really add the smokiness to this look, I'm going to go in with the shade Journal. So it's a nice warm toned purple. I'm just going to use this with an angled brush just to really intensify those edges and just place it down. And I'm not going to blend this too much because I really want to add that intensity. I'm going to keep this towards the inner and outer corner so that that centre still feels nice and soft and lifts the eye. Okay, so if you want to have a look at this eyeshadow look on yourself.
Oh, I love that.
How do you feel like seeing yourself with colour when you're used to neutral tones?
I normally wouldn't have gone for berry tones because I didn't think they would complement my skin tone, but
It's like the warmth of berry tones really complements your complexion and it just brings that warmth out, and for a deeper complexion it works really well. And I feel like people are really scared to jump into colour, but I feel like this shows exactly how wearable colour can be.
honestly, I'm obsessed.
Okay, so we've come back now with the eye look finished on both eyes, and I'm going to add a couple of finishing touches so that she's ready to go. To lock everything in, we're going to go in with the e.l.f. setting mist to make sure that this is not going to budge, and we're just going to mist over the face, and this is such a fine mist so it coats really nicely. And then to finish off the eyes, we're going to go in with the High Key Volumizing Mascara just to add volume to the lashes and really make them pop. And the amazing thing about this mascara is you literally need one coat across the lashes, and it's just going to add that added definition. So I know that it can be so intimidating to create a colourful eye look, especially if it's something that you're not used to, but hopefully this has shown you exactly how easy it is to achieve and how easy it is to pull off as well.